So, in America, if you pay attention to C-SPAN today, they had a Republican senator, and she was talking about the recycling of children and how children were being removed at the border and as they were not attached to any persons, and then they were placed in homes away from their people. And I said, this is something that America has done before. As kinship does exist in America, and as African American people do not know who they're connected to, and therefore kinship exists. But when they're still removing children from homes without providing real opportunities to ensure sustainability, it is a problem to me. It's just a problem. As we look across this nation and understand where state policies have affected local communities from evolving, it is just a problem to me. So therefore, when the American Rescue Plan is submitted by your state without your voice, and I know whose voices have been quashed. I know that the Alliance for the Pastors, the African American pastors, who have formed a group and who do come together weekly to talk about data and problems within their local community, as they have not found the avenue to participate locally in the oversight and accountability, as it does not exist in America for African American people. And as we could still think about how George Floyd died and understand the inability to have a conversation about and have to allow others to determine his guilt or innocence, and then have to determine if the person who took his life should be liable. And we're still talking about his appeal. Reality speaks that in America we are not all being treated like citizens, and as our voices are quashed, we have to understand that we're still being remanded to pay taxes. And so understand when someone would feel that I could be a menace to society, that perhaps they are the menace, period. And that they are not providing adequate services to all people that would allow communities to develop. And as we are all Americans, we all have a personal responsibility to share concerns regarding failed services of public systems. And as they would choose to submit the American Rescue Plan without your voice, and you be 80% of the population of juvenile facilities, 49% of the homeless population, 49% of the foster care system, and then to have a homeless population of over 250,000, and then to have 15,000 children go through the harbor where there is no data that demonstrates access to support, and to have the Department of Health and Human Services be so engaged in the process of removal, and then have no data that demonstrates access for the people who would need to have opportunity to change and do better, because we cannot do this without parent engagement. We cannot do this without community engagement. And no, the plantation doesn't operate just because you the master and I am the subject. And I am the subject that is just unruly. So yes, perhaps I am mischievous, but mischievous in what way? And who determines the ability to analyze my behavior and then prohibit me from doing a public service? As in life, e pluribus unum, out of many there's one, but out of one there's none. Who will you be in 2021? Like, subscribe, and share. This is Darlene Anderson saying peace out in 2021.